Welcome to ALERE Manufacturing. In this video, I'll provide a brief overview of ALERE. ALERE is designed for build-to-stock and make-to-order companies. The order module manages the production process. The work order consists of the steps to make the finished good, the material required, how the item is configured, and provides a method for tracing lot and serialized items as well as traits. The work order is transaction-based, which allows changes to the material list and the route steps, enabling the actual process to be documented. When the desire is to simply and quickly process a work order to make an item, the express work order may be used. Simply enter the item to be made, add a quantity, choose where to issue the inventory from, and press go. The work order is created, released, material issued, standard labor route posted, finished goods posted to inventory, and the order is completed, all automatically. The route module is where the master route library resides. A route details the method of manufacture for an item and consists of operation steps that define the standards for each step. ALERE will host as many different routes as are required. Routes are appended to work orders as the orders are created. They may then be modified to meet the requirements of the order. Routes and BOMs may be associated so that the components required to build the product will be issued at that specific operation step. The machine module documents factory resources used to process work orders. It defines work center capacity and availability, the dates which the facility is closed, and manages machine maintenance. The BOM is the foundation of the manufacturing system. A BOM is a listing of all parts that go into making a product. The BOM supports revisions with active and inactive dates for itself and each component. This allows components to be smoothly substituted or replaced. ALERE's BOM supports up to 25 indented levels. Unique to ALERE, modular builds consist of choices rather than components. The result is that one BOM may be constructed to account for a product with many options rather than multiple BOMs for each product configuration. Also only found in ALERE are variable bills, which permit quantities to be specified for BOM components. For example, a length of cable. Modular and variable bills can reduce the number of BOMs and part numbers that a company needs to create and maintain by an order of magnitude, saving money, inventory, and time. Alterations to a BOM or subassembly may be pushed out to work orders which are in process with the click of a button. A disassemble function in the BOM module permits items that have been returned or built to be broken back down into their components and returned to inventory. The schedule module's purpose is to effectively schedule work orders through a production facility using finite capacity scheduling techniques to arrive at completion times for each of the orders. The scheduler examines each work order, assigns it a priority, looks at the route to complete the order, reserves time on each of the work centers, and produces an expected completion date. With this methodology, there is no need to manage queue times, as each step on the job has slots assigned on work centers. The scheduler supports synchronous manufacturing, an advanced way of tying production schedule to MRP planning. The core of this operation relies on the components of a bill of material being matched to the route operation steps on which they are used. As operation steps on the work order are scheduled, you are, in effect, also scheduling when the material is needed. Perhaps the most powerful tool in ALERE is the plan module. It is in this module that the full range of MRP techniques are employed. All levels of the BOM, from the item being manufactured down to the raw materials, are calculated in one pass of the MRP process, rather than the traditional method of one level at a time. Using a time-phased approach, Planning is accomplished by exploiting the bill of material, adjusting for inventory quantities on hand or on order, and offsetting net requirements by the appropriate lead times. Not only are the requirements for materials calculated, but purchase orders and production orders required are also recommended. In addition, because the planning is time-phased, through a technique called push-pull, ALERE provides recommendations to reschedule open purchase orders and work orders when they are not in phase. The cost module fulfills multiple functions. It monitors work in process, which can be one of the most difficult aspects of managing inventory valuations. This is especially true for a company that is primarily order-driven, where a significant portion of its inventory is tied up on the shop floor. The module measures actual versus planned cost on an order-by-order basis to help detect and correct problems with manufacturing processes. Lastly, the module performs item cost roll-ups using a BOM, a route, an inventory cost, as well as fixed and variable overhead methods to calculate the predicted cost of manufacturing an item. This cost can then be used to automatically set the standard cost of an item in inventory with adjusting general ledger entries. ALERE Manufacturing is used by thousands of companies to manage their production processes. That concludes this ALERE demonstration. Please contact us to discuss your requirements.